Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Thomas Kerr. I like to make adventure videos here in New England, many of which are hiking videos. If this is your first time watching any of my videos, you might actually want to watch a different video. This is going to be more of an introduction and announcement video than anything. But I am here today to tell you about a new series that I am bringing to the channel and a new peak bagging list that I am taking on. If you have been following along, then you might know I've been working on the New England 67. That's all the peaks in New England above 4,000 feet, and I am only 3 mountains away from finishing that list. This journey has been an incredible one and I'm so excited to reach my goal. But with that, I've been thinking over the past few months about what was next for me as far as a goal to climb towards. So I've been weighing out a few different lists and figuring out what I want to focus on next. And I arrived at the Maine 3,500 footers. Now, what are the Maine 3,500 footers? Is there actually a list? Well, there kind of is. There is a patch that you can get for doing all the mountains above 3,500 feet in Maine, which includes the 4,000 footers, although I have already done the 4,000 footers here in Maine, so I will not be including them for kind of this series. I'm going to just focus on the mountains between 3,500 feet and 4,000 feet. So how many of these 3,500 footers are there? Well, there's actually 50, and I plan to climb every single one of them, and I will be bringing you along as much as possible as I do so. I'm going to treat this list as a video series, and each hike that I do will be an individual episode that you can sit down and watch and follow along as I work through this list. But now that I've done all the 4,000 footers, are the 3,500 footers really a challenge? Well, the overall answer is yes. Although they may not always be as much of a physical challenge as the 4,000 footers, they are certainly a challenge, and perhaps more of a challenge when it comes to navigation, access, and just finding information about how to get to the top. A good amount of these are bushwhacks, which means there's no official trail to the top. I might be able to follow ATV trails or old logging roads, or maybe a herd path, which is basically just a footpath, kind of like a trail, not officially marked and not officially maintained. To get to some of these, I'm going to have to drive down long dirt roads and logging roads, some of which may not be passable with a vehicle. I'm going to have to bushwhack through dense forest and go through the unforgiving Maine woods, which, if you're not from here, may not sound like much, but if you've ever been here on a larger mountain and you've gone off trail, you may kind of know what I'm talking about. Many of these mountains are no joke and will require some serious navigation and research, although many of them have very little to no information about how to reach the top. Some of these will have great views and some will be wooded. The tree line doesn't always start at 3,500 feet, and even at 4,000 feet, sometimes you can find yourself still in the trees. So some of them I will have nice expansive views and some of them just won't. Some of them do have trails as well. Some of them are on the Appalachian Trail or on other major trail systems. But like I said, there will be many that I'll have to make my own way. I'm starting this from scratch, but not entirely, because I do have 5 of these already checked off the list. I didn't do them with the list in mind, except for one. I kind of knew that it was on this list and I did it, but I had not committed myself to the list yet. That was Jackson Mountain, which you may have seen the video of when I did it this past winter. I had to go through some deep snow and find my way up to the top, which was a bit of a challenge. I'm excited for this new list. It's a fresh start and it gets me really excited about peak bagging. I really like going into these things kind of feeling like there's a lot of unknowns and a lot that I can learn from it, and just seeing a fresh list of all kinds of mountains that I've never even heard the name of before. Now there are higher mountains that I plan to chase down, and there are bigger lists that I'm going to go after. But for now, I wanted something in-state that I could focus on, still give myself a good challenge, and also something that would differentiate me from other hikers. Although I love the New England 67, the New Hampshire 48, the Maine 14, a lot more people are doing those lists now, which is great, but it is nice to do something that's a little more unique. I'm not setting a time limit for myself on this. I plan to just pick away at them when I can, and that's not to say I won't be also working on other lists simultaneously, but this is something that I want to dedicate a series to, dedicate some episodes to, so you could follow along as I checked these peaks off my list. So join me on this brand new journey and experience what climbing the Maine 3,500 footers is all about, of course, from the comfort of your home. That's it for me, guys, but thanks as always for watching, and until next time, stay inspired, stay creative, and I will see you in the next video. Without further ado, roll the intro.